And we are back, and we just finished watching 2022's Crush, currently streaming on Hulu with a runtime of...
Too long.
Yeah.
This was terrible. And I'm not just trying to be controversial.
I don't think you can be. It's not listed, the runtime on IMDb, but it's rated TVMA. I guess mature audiences. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, some of it was a little over the top. Okay, we're just going to make this quick because
it's not really worth going into.
Like
worth
maybe
going
5
into.
minutes.
Olive G, your impressions, please.
This was terrible.
Number from 1 to 10.
I'd give this a 4.
4. That's generous. Gigi. No, 1 to 10.
I'll probably give it like a 3.
A 3. That seems more. Impressions.
I saw the trailer for this movie, and I thought it was going to be terrible, and I am validated it was terrible. The writing was terrible. I knew from the very get-go this was going to be a terrible movie. The jokes in the trailer were awful, and there wasn't anything better in the movie itself. The writing was, I think they were trying to go for like raunchy teen comedy. Failed.
Okay, wait. Raunchy teen comedy. That totally makes sense. What would have made this better? And what example is there of a better raunchy teen comedy?
Pitch Perfect.
It's not really raunchy, though.
You know what? This didn't belong. This shouldn't have been like set in high school, for one.
Right. It should have been like college kids. Because some of the stuff was just a little too much.
Yeah, it was just way over the top as far as all that goes. That party was ridiculous.
Yeah.
The school was ridiculous to begin with.
Yeah, agreed.
It's like, what school is like? I think the only straight person in the entire school was the gym teacher and
the mother
and
the boy
and the boy. And I gotta be honest, of all the characters, the one that seemed most convincingly gay to me was the boy.
The boy, right? Yes.
How is he gay?
I don't know.
I don't understand you people.
I don't know. There was like...
I thought he was going to be gay from the trailer, but it turns out he's not.
Yeah, in the trailer we thought that he was the gay best friend.
Yeah.
Turns out, no, he's not. He's just... Like the first outfit he's wearing, you're thinking, oh yeah, he's probably gay. And then there was like one scene where he came in and he was wearing like some weird sweater with like mushrooms all over it.
I didn't even notice that.
It was like who the hell dresses like that? And I don't know. It was very heavy-handed and there wasn't any sort of twist. I think they were trying to go for like a mystery with this whole who is King Pun stuff, which was completely obvious from the get-go.
Yeah, I think we all guessed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it might have been Gabi.
No.
At one point.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, even
the most likely candidate was AJ.
Even the love triangle was like completely unconvincing.
Yeah.
You knew that it wasn't going to work out with the immediate crush.
Okay. All right. Let's break it down. What would have made this better? See, like to me, I feel like representation matters. I think these stories are important, but there needs to be good writing. And
there
this
has to be good writing.
And
this, honestly, it felt really like they were really trying to say, "Oh, this is a gay story,"
right.
and
which
like,
is fine.
Which is fine, but it's sort of like I don't.
It was almost too much, right?
It was, especially with the main character. I mean, it almost seemed like her character was, "Hi, my name's Paige, I'm gay,"
right?
And it's like, who the hell is like that?
Right. I mean, some people are.
Some people, but it's like, if that's your entire identity, it's kind of weird.
Right.
And it just seems like really heavy-handed on the part of the writer that was one of her defining characteristics. I mean, even, okay, is she shy? Is she awkward? I didn't get any sense of any of that really.
Right.
There were some moments where she seemed awkward and other moments where she seemed confident.
Right. Because even AJ says, "Oh, now I know where you get your confidence from."
Yeah, I didn't know how to feel about this character. Like usually when they have like the character who has the crush, she's like really awkward or something like that. Like even
she's wearing glasses and overalls like Rachel Lee Cook.
Like we saw that other film where the girl had the crush on the other girl.
That was good.
Like that character was more defined. Like I believed that character, and this one, not so much. Well, I forgot what the name of that movie was.
The half of it.
That
Yes.
was good.
That
was a good story.
Yeah,
good story.
And like her character.
What about Hearts Beat Loud?
Hearts Beat Loud, I like too.
Yeah, that was good too.
And it's funny because Nick Offerman is the dad in that one.
Yeah, and Megan Mullally is kind of terrible in this.
Yeah, I like her, but she was not good in this.
She was like, it was almost like she was kind of playing a version of her character from Parks and Rec, but with a heart of gold, not some like evil viper's heart.
Yeah,
like she was in Parks and Rec. It was just out of place. I didn't know.
And she should have played it straight Tammy. Tammy 2, right? Because Patricia Clarkson was Tammy 1.
No, but like even I don't know. You want to like what kind of story do you want to tell? Do you want it to be some like over the top raunchy teen comedy, or do you want to tell a story about your first love or something like that? And those kind of don't really go together.
Never, right?
Even if you have a love story and a raunchy teen comedy, it's kind of like a very superficial thing. The thing you're focusing more on is the hijinks and the craziness,
right,
and just like the side stories and whatnot, like Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Right.
It wasn't about the girl and the nerd guy finally getting together at the end. That film wasn't really about. It was about the trials and tribulations of going through high school with all these crazy characters and whatnot.
Right. Yeah.
This, I don't. It was like they had no idea what they were really trying to focus on, and then at the end, it was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm King Pun," you know.
Yeah, they didn't really build up. She was just getting mad, and then all of a sudden
she just blurts it out. It was like. Oh, you would expect. She finally looks through the journal and realizes, oh my God, it was her the whole time.
Right?
No, it was just like, I'm supposed to be mad because you kissed my sister first before you knew you liked me, and now I feel second fiddle. Come on. Also, I'm King Pun. It's like. It's like the worst manufactured drama.
Okay, so
possible.
What? Okay, again, I think representation matters, and I think these stories
you're right. Representation matters, but it would be nice if it was a representation in a film that was well written.
So when I was watching this, I was like, I wish there was some middle of the road between this and Better Nate Than Ever. Like if there was an amalgamation of those two films, because. In the other one, you have someone whose identity is completely denied. And in this one, it was almost like excessive, right? And somewhere in the middle is where I think you would find real life. And I think that for this particular story, like they could have had some comedic moments, but I think the kernel of this story should have been the focus on this young woman coming to terms with her feelings of
and reality.
Her feelings about this idealized notion of this crush that she has, right? And then I guess facing the reality of this thing that she built up in her head just wasn't what she thought it was, and that the real thing is this other person.
Yeah.
Like if they had focused on that instead of making it this kind of, and I gotta be honest, I could have done without the best friend and the girlfriend. I could have done without the like excessive drinking. And not that that doesn't happen in high school, but this was like a little much.
They had glowing shot glasses and a keg, and come on, this is like Hollywood high school party.
And it was like, where are the parents?
There were no parents
at the track meet. I'm like, I would totally have been at my kid's track meet.
Megan Mullally was the only parent on the planet.
Yes. Yes.
And then they tried to do the whole like Pitch Perfect thing with the commentators in the commentator booth. And it was terrible. They were awful. They were awful. They were trying to be funny. It was
just
everything
bad.
Was maybe they were ad-libbing and they just didn't give a crap.
Yeah, this was not good. Did you give it a number?
I'd give this a 2.
I too would give this a 2. This was wow bad.
This was painful. And
this was painful.
By the end, we were just begging for it to stop.
Yeah. This could have been better.
I don't think this could have been. This was just.
I mean, with really good writing, you could have made this better.
With really good writing, this would have been a different movie.
Absolutely.
This was just poorly executed, poorly thought out, poorly acted, poorly everything. I didn't enjoy anybody's performance. Asif Mandi was over exaggerated. I don't know. He was like, I think I said he was like a guy from Ren and Stimpy or something.
Yeah. The principal was ridiculous.
The principal was just. I think she was just there to be like sassy. Hey!
Comic relief.
It's root season because it's time to turn
it up. Yeah. That was just.
And like the other thing, we have suspicion that you're the graffiti artist, so you're suspended. Do you have any proof? No, but we're going to suspend you anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
come on.
That sort of tracks.
No, that would honestly you got to have proof, especially if the parent's coming in. You got to present proof to the parent because this was ridiculous. This was so ridiculous.
Didn't our oldest child, her grade, wasn't there some drama and everyone was getting like punished for it?
Nobody got suspended.
Right, because no one stepped forward to claim that they did the thing that happened.
They couldn't go out for lunch. This is a single student being suspended for something they may or may not have done.
And it couldn't have been her because the drawing style wasn't even similar.
Yeah, that was, oh my god! And as somebody who likes to draw, okay, as somebody who likes to draw and draws, I'm not bragging, but I know how to draw. You're trying to get into an art school. And you can't even draw hands.
Oh, I wasn't going to talk about that.
That giant mural at the end and that picture of the two of them kissing where she's like hanging out of the bathtub and they show her hand and it looks like some sort of deformed chicken claw. Oh my God, that enraged. I was already in a bad mood by that point, but seeing that and seeing everybody like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And there was nothing about it either. That whole mural, nothing about it that conveyed any kind of emotion. It was like the dullest, like New Yorker cartoons convey more emotion than this. This was just dull, bland artwork.
I was going to say that the thing that I found annoying was that the art that she claimed to have done on the iPad was way different in style than the mural and the little pictures leading up to the auditorium.
The artwork on the iPad looked like the mural. The artwork on the iPad was terrible as well. The little pictures and pun stuff going up to the building, those were actually decently drawn.
They were good looking.
But they were different. They were in a different style.
They were a different style.
You can tell that whoever did them was
a different artist. The line work on those was way stronger. This is me being an art nerd and talking about line strength. Yeah, it was very different. This film was enraging.
I can see it in your face.
And I'm not even like talking about the movie anymore. I'm just talking about. She's like, oh, I'm going to get this scholarship to Cal Arts. No, you're not.
Not with that artwork.
You've been begging for this the entire movie, and I'm judging your portfolio, and it's
trash.
Crap. It's garbage. You are mediocre. Maybe if you keep practicing, you will get better. You have some kind of talent. But you are not ready to go to art school.
Puns to the auditorium has talent. I don't know about
that person has talent. And her friend or the girl, AJ, the murals were also very well done.
Yes,
those showed talent.
Yes,
those showed a style.
Yes,
what Paige was drawing had no style.
It was shite.
It had barely a sense of anatomy, no sense of physics. They showed like the two kids sitting on a swing set, and somehow the chains are not tight. I'm really nitpicking. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. 2.
Keep going.
I'm giving it a 2.
Keep going.
No, I'm done.
What about that flaming Cheetos bag?
The flaming Cheetos bag.
That was another piece of art. It was like her mother under the sink.
That was probably the only decent thing in the whole thing.
The Cheetos bag?
Yeah. It's still life. But human anatomy was beyond her grasp. Not good with human anatomy. And if the 90% of your portfolio is drawings of people, you should know how to draw hands by this point.
Yeah. Yeah, going into college.
Oh my, I mean, it wasn't even like they were like sort of off. I'm not
No,
even,
they're
like
completely,
deformed chicken foot. That's
generous.
That's generous.
Yeah, they kind of looked like the fingers were kind of curled in a
Yeah, they were like almost noodly. And unintended, like you see noodle arms on things like Adventure Time or The Simpsons.
Yeah, because that's the style.
This was not that quality of noodle artwork. This was.
Oh my God! What the hell?
This was. I'm in 3rd grade and I could draw real well. And if somebody in 3rd grade presented me that picture, I'd be like, God damn, you're talented. But you're like pushing 18, about to go to college.
You ain't going to
should know
college.
how to draw hands by now.
That looks like crap.
Yeah, you should know how to draw hands by now. And also put some line weights on your artwork. I'm starting to talk about weird technical terms that only artists would understand, but yeah, line weight. Line weight.
Damn it.
It's important. You got to vary your line weight.
What about the shading? Was there any?
I don't recall any shading. That was another thing. It was very cell shaded type of artwork. It was just poor. It was just poor from like. I mean, even kids who just all they do is copy like manga, it's so much better than that. It had no style to it at all. No style. Like you could see like some artists revel in just making like ugly kind of art, but it's got a style to it.
Right.
They're not. You could see they're not the best artists in the world, but you're like, I recognize that guy's work. I see this is how he draws certain things. He draws it in this way. It's intentional. That just looked like somebody who is still trying to work out their skill set. And if you think you're going to get into freaking some
Go to college.
Prestigious art school, it's your dream. Oh, it's my dream to do this.
Yeah, well,
if this was your dream, you should have practiced more
artwork.
because your artwork is not good. And this has nothing to do with the main part of the story. I'm just railing on
mediocre art.
It kind of does have something.
And another like.
Tell me.
This was
Don't stop yourself.
Sort of derivative of the entire quality of the movie, because it's like if this was a quality movie where they had a decent budget or even somebody who cared, they would have hired somebody who could draw better tin that to be the fill-in artist for
Agreed.
that.
Agreed.
And it wouldn't have. I mean, seriously, I don't think that would have been expensive at all.
Yeah, Hulu has money.
You could probably like just go online, hit up Reddit, Fiverr, something.
What if that was that girl's actual drawing style?
It's terrible.
Well, then she chose her profession to be an actress and not an artist, because she's not a good artist. Not enough to go to art school.
Definitely not.
It's whatever. I'm being really mean. If whoever drew those pictures,
you have every single right to be mean.
You have some kind of talent, but you are not ready to go to art school.
You're terrible.
You are not art school ready. You have like another 100 or so, or a couple of 100 hours of practice before you can learn how to draw hands.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the hand that deformed hand. Like the rest of it, I was looking at the rest of it and I was like, oh, it's mediocre. And then I saw that hand and I was like,
what in the hell?
I
saw you.
It was like I was turning into the Hulk. Like my eyes were turned. I was Bruce Bixby just turning into the Hulk right there.
Rage.
Yeah, rage. Seriously, what's my secret? I'm always angry.
Angry.
There you go.
How did that make you feel?
Angry.
God damn, Chris Farley.
All right.
All right, let's wrap it up. If you can avoid it, please do.
Please avoid it. Yeah.
Please avoid Crush. It is not a good movie.
Terrible.
It could have been something else, but it is not. And spare yourself. And if you really want to get into Cal Arts, practice.
I don't think Cal Arts is a real thing.
Yeah, if you want to see if you want to see a movie about a same-sex crush, that other one we were talking about,
the half of it
was better.
Which was on Netflix, I think.
I don't know where we saw it. But
we saw that last year.
It was they handled
way better. Yeah,
better performances,
better character building, better. Yeah, and the relationship felt more earned.
Yes, 100%.
100%. And it didn't have like a happy ending because it was sort of ambivalent at the end.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's wrap this up because whatever. I'm done.
Okay. And that's it from us. And we will bid you all a
good night.
Good night.